Carbon monoxide is relatively new in terms of the technology being put in homes compared to smoke alarms particularly. But nevertheless, the importance is quite clear, particularly when you consider what carbon monoxide poisoning often does. It tends to make people feel a bit drowsy, maybe a little bit heady, probably send you to sleep, and then who knows what the consequences are after that if you don't wake it. And of course, that's not an unusual feeling in the home of an evening. You've come home, you've done a hard day's work, you sit in front of the TV, you might have got the fire on because you've got a wood burner or a gas fire just to take the edge off the temperature. And how many of us have just dozed asleep in front of the TV? So carbon monoxide is something that is critically important that we give early warning to. So having a carbon monoxide detector in the home will pick up something completely different to a fire in the home. There is sometimes a bit of confusion because they're relatively similar looking to smoke alarms. They are different design, but they're relatively similar. And sometimes there's confusion. Even now, people will call the fire and rescue service saying their smoke alarm is sounding, when actually it's their carbon monoxide alarm sounding. Most fire services will respond. Most fire services will go in, and unless the occupier knows it's the carbon monoxide alarm that's sounding, in which case the advice will be just turn the equipment off, turn the fire off, extinguish the fire, and heavily ventilate the premises, and don't relight the boiler or anything until you get it checked. If, however, it's a vulnerable person, usually the fire service will respond and go and give advice there and then as to what's happening. So there is no reason not to have carbon monoxide alarms. They protect you from something that smoke alarms never will, and they're a vital piece of equipment in the home.